What's up, Dave? How you doing? Oh my word. T minus 3 hours to Marvel Future Fight update. Took a hella ton of Dayquil in order to produce this stream. Something here. Hi-yo. Okay, there we go. There we go. Dark Zone made you rage quit? You know what? It's funny because I'm happy that I hit 110 today inside Dark Zone, so I don't have to worry about it anymore. So I'm happy about that. Like, I cannot be more happier for the fact that I don't have to play Dark Zone, which is strange enough to say, but I'm happy about it. Were you playing in the PvP mode or were you playing in the PvE mode? All right, so while you do that, let's jump into the Shadowland. So this is Shadowland is pretty much the same. It's akin to Marvel Future Revolution's it's battle challenge mode. So let me pull this up real quick because I just closed my god dang. Hey, what's up, Larry? How you doing? I just closed my freaking my blue stacks for Marvel Future Revolution, which I didn't intend to do actually. But this is the Shadowland, gents. If you haven't played, you're playing with your alliance and what? Well, what server are you on, Dave? All right, here we go. There we go. It just came up. Jesus Christ. I'm playing Marvel Future Fight in BlueStacks. So in order to run Marvel Future Fight in BlueStacks, I had to load the 32-bit player, and then I have the 64-bit player for Marvel Future Fight. So I'll show you that. You can see it. Hold on. So you can see this is Marvel Future Fight in BlueStacks 32-bit, and then you can see Marvel Future Revolution running in 64-bit. Oh, you're in Casino Dojo? Oh, okay. I actually follow Casino's channel. Yeah, I've tried to run Marvel Future Revolution and Marvel Future Fight inside LD player, and I consistently get crashes. I know both of them are really they're resource intense programs though, so I don't know if that has something to do with it, but yeah. Let's go to operations battle challenge. So for all the players wondering the reason why I'm running this mode inside the stream is because I basically just show you the comparison from Marvel Future Revolution. We've got the battle challenge mode inside here, so you can see all of the different stages. We've got 30 stages or so inside Marvel Future Revolution, and we've got a weekly ranking inside here. Well, Marvel Future Fight has the exact same thing. Let me minimize this window since I'm not gonna actually play it. And if you look at Marvel Future Fight, you pretty much have the same thing. The difference is here is that you have almost 180 stages that you could run. So typically I will just run this for 35 stages. You can see this was my previous clears, 35 clears with this. 35 clears is usually enough. There are higher level rewards that you can seek in the game, which is relatively nice. My man's got a monster team. There are higher rewards that you can seek inside there. They definitely have some really good rewards inside Shadowland, and this is the big difference that I like about Shadowland inside Marvel Future Fight compared to Marvel Future Revolution. See, the problem that I have with the rewards inside Marvel Future Revolution specifically, and maybe I should pull this back up real quick, is this. So when we play Marvel Future Revolution and you look at that, we basically get rewards. Most of the rewards are these core boxes, and the core boxes, it's not bad to receive those. I mean, the squad rank XP is really what you're playing for in there, right? And then the crystal levels, but the majority of the rewards that we have in here are cores. Even once you get to the last stage, that's when the higher stage starts to get 3 to 5 star cores. Well, we already know that the problem with this is legitimately that the core system inside this game sucks, because as a reward, it sucks to get that. It sucks to get that reward because you're literally looking down the barrel at having to face the RNG for it and getting the RNG of trying to get up what you can. Meanwhile, inside Marvel Future Revolution, the rewards are pretty much concrete. They're kind of set in stone from the moment I start playing, which is awesome, right? Because if you look at this right here, this is Shadowland Stage 1. I'm jumping into Shadowland Stage 1, and already I've got 2 rewards here, Black Antimatter and Nornstone's Chaos. These are set rewards that I need to level up my character. The new slime game, when this comes out on Delete 70, this old, and I'm just trying. Who's producing the slime? I thought Netmarble was doing that one as well. But so you can go inside here, you see who I cleared it with before. I'm gonna clear this with this was an OG character that Netmarble created inside the game. His name was War Tiger, and they basically, Danny Koo created these characters. They were called the Warriors of the Sky, and he created 4 characters that were listed in here. War Tiger was a combat class, and they basically all span across there. Decent enough character. Yeah, the Warriors of the Sky was it was a cool idea, but it felt really weird. Like they all had this skill where they basically formed what looked like a goddamn Megazord. So it was kind of weird. Ah shit, hold on one second, guys. All right, so we basically get a story for the Shadowland mode, and then we roll into this. The story doesn't really matter at this point. It was an old story about, you know, it was when they had Daredevil, and they just introduced this story where it was like the Hand, and you know, Daredevil was basically leading the Hand. If you guys remember that story, it was a really popular story, and we got that story with the introduction of Shang-Chi. So it was kind of cool story mode. What you're paying for, if you remember, I told you guys you can pay for rewards inside the game. So like not pay for rewards, you could pay for progress in the game, or autoplay. So right now inside Marvel Future Revolution, we have just autoplay plus. Inside Marvel Future Fight, if you pay for the shield support thing that comes every month, is like $10. You get autoplay plus essentially inside this game. So kind of works out. We'll skip this story. The story really doesn't make a difference in here for this. We'll go stage 2. So here goes the interesting thing inside this one, right? So every stage has a clear requirement, meaning that, you know, if I want to do one, I need to use speed types. I want to use the other, I got to do blast type characters. The other have to do combat. And then there's even more. So like you can see that enemies that reflect energy damage and enemies that reflect physical attacks appear in the stage. So oh, Bandai's doing it. Bandai's a good company, Larry. So I could jump on board with that. I didn't know Bandai owned I gotta look up the reincarnation of I was reincarnated as a slime. I gotta look that up. So you can see inside Shadowland, you basically have these set requirements for, you know, every stage, and then you have a specific stage type. So we just basically play like wave mode, and now we're playing rumble mode, which means all of the characters are going to come at me at one time. I'm going to get ahead and do let's go speed type. So so I'm going to go ahead and choose this character. Is wants to be a speed type character. Is going to be rumble mode, so it needs to be a character that I can take on. You have the ability to equip 3 characters if you're trying to go for higher levels. Not really a reason to do that. If you are a newer player, then yeah, you might want to consider it. So for instance, this one says no, and it's going to reflect energy damage, so I need a physical speed type character in a sense to fight this stage. So I don't want to use any of my more powerful characters, so I'm going to try to use a lower tier character that can handle rumble mode for this. We'll just go with Monster Boy. I think he should be able to handle this. Wait, no, he does energy damage. Never mind you, bro. I almost fell for that one, my man. Sorry about that one. We'll go with yeah, you guys remember this dude from the game. It was Korath from the MCU movies. We'll go with him. I do have Discord, Dave. You don't need to ask while we're on streams, Dave. You don't really need to ask about Marvel Future Fight. You can ask about Marvel Future Revolution or any other game. Like Larry's been talking to me about 7 Deadly Sins and the new reincarnation of slime game that's coming out. And so like feel free to talk about any of those things. Like this is just an opportunity, so that way, you know, we could bond as a community more so than it is, you know, specifically Marvel Future Fight. All right, so we got relay mode coming up. Let's see. I'm gonna lay off the speed type. No, you know what? Let's go speed characters again. But you can see relay mode. Basically, that means like I'm fighting characters in order. So like they'll send like 2 characters at me at a time. Basically, we'll start off with 2, and then somebody tags in for that one. But this is one of those things where I feel like if they added it inside Marvel Future Revolution, it could be really rewarding. They don't need to add classes to the game, but they could think about it this way. If we had to do battle challenge, and each stage of battle challenge had a requirement for you to actually use some of your other characters, you would have reason to build up those other characters, right? So in a sense, if they would say like, you know what, well, I couldn't use Doctor Strange because Doctor Strange is doing this type of attack or this, and it says I get more points if I use my Black Widow. That gives me reason to use my Black Widow on a stage in battle in there than it would. So I think they should add something like that, because the problem Marvel Future Revolution is going to run into with their game overall right now as it is that we don't really have a reason. Well, that's my sick voice, Larry. We don't really have a reason to play. We don't have a real reason to play other characters in this game. And even as they release new characters, they're gonna have to give some kind of incentive for that. So let's see. So we got speed type characters. Let's go with, this is relay mode. I don't think he'll make it, but we'll see if my man Craven can do it. I know they got a movie coming out for him soon anyways, or at least Sony has hinted at that we're supposed to be getting Craven, so that'd be cool. I just have a Discord account. I don't have a Discord server. If the channel grows more than what it is now, I'll probably end up creating a Discord server. But what is my Discord? I am rarely, if ever, on Discord, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. But let me see. Let me load it up. and I'll post it right now inside the chat so that way you can see it. But I rarely, if ever, use Discord. Where you at? Come here. There we go. Like, I'm usually on Discord for I'm usually on Discord if I'm playing like Call of Duty or something like that. So if I'm playing like Call of Duty, like a shooter based game, I do like to play Call of Duty. I'll probably be playing Battlefield 2042. But if I'm playing a game like that, then I'll be on Discord. But if I'm playing normal games, not really. My favorite Marvel villain, definitely without a doubt, probably Thanos. My favorite Marvel hero, that's a harder one. So we got villains in this stage, so we'll go with Maximus the Mad. So let me see. I would say Thor is up there for me in terms of heroes, and I know that's kind of cliche, but I really like Thanos, the way he's presented in the comic books. Thor is definitely up there. Secondary to Thor, though, like probably would be Black Bolt. So like in terms of favorite characters, I actually have pictures on my walls, and I'll like probably have to show those to you. But so I'll give you an idea of my favorite characters is Black Bolt, Nova, and Thor. Definitely for Marvel Cinematic Universe, or not even Marvel in general. Nova Richard Rider, not Nova Sam Alexander, by the way. Black Bolt and Thor, and then Thanos would be my favorite villain. Darkseid, obviously, DC favorite villain. Superman, favorite superhero there. Yeah, add me. Like, if you see me on, drop me a message, you know. I do play a lot. I play most of my games on PC. It's kind of cool to be able to be on my PC because I can watch shows and stuff like that while I'm also doing my recordings and, you know, playing the game. So yeah, it's kind of cool to be able to do that. But I do have my PS5 now. Finally got that sucker. All right, so you can see now we're getting into the reward stages here, where they're actually awarding us biometrics. We're gonna get 60 biometrics to unlock any of these characters. It's really good. Like Larry, if you were to ask that question, right, and I was to say like who was the first hero inside Marvel Future Fight that I leveled up, it would have been, you know, it would have been Thor. Let's go with heroes. Heroes have an advantage in this stage. Let's see who we're gonna go with. This is a rumble mode in here. Ooh, I don't want to use anybody too powerful. You know what? I feel like she could do this. Let's get her to do it. Might take a little bit, but she could do it. We'll use the Wasp for that. But yeah, typically I generally like those. I have a lot of favorite. It's funny. Why do you like Loki so much? And is Loki still considered a... I mean, he's always kind of a villain, but... Jesus, the way he's been presented as of late, especially... Like, I remember when you used to read old comics, Loki was a villain, straight up. But now he seems more like an anti-hero. Like, especially if you read... like most of the comic books, or even watch like the Loki series and stuff like that. I would say, Dave, that Marvel Future Fight is way more friendly than Marvel Future Revolution, and it is not server based. There is one global server and everybody plays together on there. Yeah, I think he's an anti-hero as well. Loki, he just feels like an anti-hero, especially if you're MCU, he feels like an anti-hero 100%. DC hero is Batman because he's rich just like Iron Man. I like Batman, but I hate the way he's written. Yeah, I mean, that's good enough. Loki is Loki, right? Like, I can't wait for them to introduce... I want to see who's going to be their first playable villain in this game. And I'm praying to God that it's going to be Loki. I think that he would be the best introduction of a villain character in the game. Cleared in a previous season. So who did I use? Okay. Yeah, so see, this is a cool part about Marvel Future Fight 2 is that they've gotten to the point here where we can choose the path of rewards that we want. So for instance, this path right here is going to give me comic book cards, right? Or comic cards. So if I'm in desperate need of comic cards, then I can get rewards for comic cards from playing this. But this one right here will reward me CTP, or, you know, so I can, these are important. They're obelisks, but they're important inside the game because you equip those to augment the character. And then these are Urus, so they're similar to like the cores, but depending on whichever one I need, I can actually hunt those inside Shadowland. So it's kind of cool in that effect. And we used, if you don't know who this is Angela. They basically stole her from Todd McFarlane. Now she's supposed to be like Thor's sister or some shit like that inside the comic books. I enjoy Loki though. He's a good character, and I love that what they've been able to do with his character in terms of like, what was he? He was like normal Loki, then he became like a female version of Loki. He became like a child version of Loki. I like the child version of Loki the most, if I'm being honest with you. And it's cool, like, Larry, do you play God of War? And they've got the Loki character in there as Kratos' son. All right, so stage 7, Rumble mode. You can see still, once again, we're able to choose rewards inside here per chest. For a villain, blast type, or blast type characters that reflect physical damage. Let's go with blast type. There's a lot of blast type characters in this game, so it'd be easy to thumb through some blast types. It's Rumble mode. Who's good? Let's see if Lincoln's able to do it at this low stage. I don't think he can, but we'll see. So I'm trying to use all of like the lower tier characters, the characters that haven't been updated in a while, basically, to get through the lower stages. Yeah, I didn't think Lincoln was going to be able to do this. This is Lincoln Campbell. They introduced him from the Marvel, what was it? Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which was a show I really enjoyed, and I wish that they had done more with, but they didn't. Oh shit, he completed it. Look at that motherfucker. Who would have thought Lincoln would have been able to clear anything? Then we can jump in. I love that game. It's so cool. It's funny because I've started noticing like a lot of the top end whales, they came back today, but they were gone for like 3-4 days inside the game. So I'm wondering how that's going to reflect. It'll be interesting to see. So what do we got here for rewards? Okay, so we don't have to really worry about those. Who we clear this with? Let's clear it with Jane Foster. But I can't wait to see what they do. No, it's not a mobile game, Larry. It's PlayStation. Definitely not a mobile game. Do you only play mobile games though, Larry? Look at Lady Thor, Jane Foster, murking people. I can't wait to see what's going to happen with all of these when Thor Love and Thunder comes out, and see, you know, Natalie Portman as Jane Foster, Lady Thor. Should be cool as hell. So she's having a bit of trouble right here with Thor, because I forgot that Thor's in this damn stage and he's immune to lightning damage. So she's doing lightning damage, meanwhile he's immune to it, so you're only getting, I don't know if she'll be able to complete this stage, we'll see. She's only basically being able to deal her instinct damage. So those blue numbers you see are instinct numbers, is a new ability that they added into the game. So if you watch one of the videos, this is one of the cool things about Marvel Future Fight for where they are in the game currently. They've added so many layers to the game, but it doesn't make it how you say, it doesn't put too much at you, so that way if you're like playing, if you're like, you're a new player like you, Dave, asking like if you jumped in, would it be something that thrown at you where it'd be like totally non-understandable. All right, let me see who we got now. Let's go in here. Stage 9, and I think we cleared this. Yeah, we cleared this vulture the last time, so it's just, but this, they changed it. I can't use vulture this time. We'll use vulture over here. So he's a speed-based character. Yeah, we'll use him, so he's still a villain. But I couldn't use him on that stage that I lose last week because he was literally he's a physical type character. So if I'd have used him there, his attacks would have just been they would have just been too much. But you can see inside this mode, this is a wave mode, so basically we're getting new waves. It's funny because every single mode inside of Marvel Future Revolution is a wave mode. Like every mode, like regardless of what you're playing, it's a wave. Like, you know, if you jump inside Battle Challenge, it's a wave. Like you get wave, but it's a wave. It's weird because I think it was Lakshay said in one of his comments in one of the sections, the game Marvel Future Revolution was pretty much built as, or you know, advertised as an open world MMORPG, massive multiplayer online role-playing game, and it's not. It really isn't. It's a sandbox MMO that's really an RPG. So it's a sandbox RPG really, because we spend more time in arenas and instant crawls than we do inside the open world. In some ways it feels more like there used to be a game I used to play called Vindictus, and that was a mobile game, Larry. Vindictus. It was actually a good mobile game too. The game feels more akin to that than it does an online RPG. Like Genshin Impact, for instance, feels more like an open world RPG than, you know, Marvel Future Revolution does. But I don't have any affinity to the characters inside Genshin, so it makes it hard for me to just be like, yeah, I want to play those. So we completed the heroes the last time, and we use Elektra. Yeah, the rewards are still the same. The rewards are clear across the same, so we'll go with Elektra. Wait a minute, I think Elektra's a villain. No, she's actually listed as a hero. Okay. Oh, you don't have anything else but you play. Okay, I got you. I got you, Larry. I got you. So you don't have like a computer or a console system, so you have your phone, so you play on that. Got you. Ha, I lost. I can't believe that shit. Heroes have an advantage, and it was literally all right, let's choose a different hero then. I could have sworn Elektra should have completed that. I'm not sure why she wasn't able to complete that. Let's go with you know what, we'll go with Ant-Man. I have no Ant-Man's tier 3 in this game. I have no intentions ever to getting him to tier 3. He is that trash. The good thing, Larry, is that most games on the phone, especially like a lot of games, they've become so tiered up compared to, like, you can play Black Desert Online on the phone now, which is just nuts to me. I mean, you damn sure need to be plugged in somewhere and have a pretty decent phone, but you can actually play Black Desert Online. And that was a game that when it came out in like 2014 was like so, the graphics on that game was just so ridiculous. You see how weak freaking Ant-Man is? Like, he is struggling at stage 10 in this game. It's ridiculous. My man needs some power. I'm dying to see what they plan on doing with this instinct artifact system inside this game. Here goes an interesting thing. Let me see if I can pull this up for you guys, because since I got you and Dave inside here, I want to show you guys something. Let me see. It's the... Here we go. So when they announced these update details for us from Marvel Future Fight, they basically announced this new artifact system, and I'm waiting to see how it comes out, you know, how it looks tomorrow before I make a video about it and compare it to Marvel Future Revolution. But it's really interesting. And what I mean by that is that if you look at it, this is how I feel like the battle badges should be handled inside Marvel Future Revolution. If you notice, they have like artifacts that will drop, and they're on a character by character basis. So you can get artifacts that will drop and they will show, like, you know, give specific stats that might boost your character or just general stats. And I feel like this would be something that's more beneficial for them to add in the battle badges than anything else. Like, the system that they have for battle badges right now is not going to pan out a long time. Did you make sure you installed 32-bit Marvel Future Fight, Dave? Make sure you install 30. Make sure if you got the multi-instance manager, make sure that it's the 32-bit and not the 64-bit. The 64-bit won't work for Marvel Future Fight. So you'll have to go inside your multi-instance manager, your BlueStacks multi-instance manager, and you'll have to create a 32-bit one to run. Male heroes have an advantage. We used Luke Cage the last time, but I don't really want to use him this time because he can go higher levels than this level 11 floor. Yeah, I know he can go higher levels than that. Let's see. No, he's not a hero. Let's see. Let's see what we could do with Wiccan. Like so. Let me pull this up for you. So if you look at that, Dave, you'll see that I have the 32-bit, the 64-bit, and I have the Pi running. If you want to run Marvel Future Fight, you need to make sure that you create a new instance. So just go down here and create a new instance that's 32-bit. That's all you need to do, and it'll run there. I didn't think he was going to be able to do it, but he did. Thank God. Now we're going to go straight for the gold because we don't really need these Norn stones. So we'll go straight for the gold on this one. Says ice elements won't work, so we need to make sure that we don't choose any character that has ice abilities or freezing abilities. Not that we intended to in the first place. Let's see how he does at this stage. Malekith. I don't know if he'll be able to do it, but let's see if he can. I think there'll be too many characters to attack him for him to be able to do it, but we'll see. Yeah, it was weird to me that the 64-bit version couldn't run it either. And I submitted a ticket to Netmarble about it, and they said they're gonna get back to me, and they never did. But I know there's games that won't run on a 64-bit version. I tried it on the 64-bit Pi version, and I still couldn't get it to run on that version either. So yeah. Am I going to be able to complete this with Malekith? I don't think so. Wow, I completed it with Malekith. I'm surprised, totally shocked. Yeah, why would they message back? It's weird to even think about Netmarble giving dev notes. So yeah, I guess it is weird to think about them. Netmarble is weird about that though. Like it's funny how they've given so many dev notes. You know, in the past 2 months, they gave a dev note that was apology. But like I said, and I pointed out, you know, those dev notes were disingenuous as hell. Like, I mean, I saw people, like I said in my previous video, I saw content creators that were like super stoked about it. They're like, oh yeah, these great patch notes. And I was like reading the dev note, I was like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? Like looking at it, and I was like, I can't understand why you guys are so amped about this dev note. Like, this thing says nothing. It like everything about it was disingenuous, and I'm like, what games were you guys playing? And the weird part is, like, I know Fox Next, I think, runs Marvel Strike Force. I think Netmarble has taken over a piece of Marvel Contest of Champions. I'm not sure. I think they added it to their library. I'm not quite sure, but coming from Netmarble Games, they're not very communicative, and usually anytime you see a dev note from them, you know it's going to be disingenuous. So I didn't really understand that. We'll go with Ultron. So I didn't understand how people were so excited about it. But if I see one more goddamn video like talking about is the game dead, I might murder myself. Like I should say that shit on stream, but it was like and it's just a joke, YouTube, in case you do. Like, I was like, what the hell am I watching? I see like a new video every week almost, or every other week, talking about is the game dead. Like, dudes, it's been 2 months. Like, just say you're unhappy with the game and go take a break. Like, let's stop talking about whether or not the game is dead every other week. To be honest with you, so I would look at let me see, when they play the game on stream, that was my judgment for whether or not they played the game. And who was it? Agent M, I think it was his name. Like, he was playing the game when he was doing the demo for for Dormammu. There you go. He was doing a demo for Dormammu, and I was like, this dude don't play this game. We don't need to use him for there. We use a speed type character, speed type, and physical. Now I see why I used them. Let's see if we know he was speed type and physical. There we go. You silly Dave. He's like, the game is dead. That demo for Dark Domain was terrible, my man. It was absolutely trash. I mean, that whole demo for the game, by and large, in my opinion, was pretty terrible. Like, but it lets you know how bad they were. It was like kind of like I don't know if you like, Marvel IPs have been taking some serious ass L's in the past few weeks. Like, I don't know if you guys watched the stream event with Crystal Dynamics for Marvel's Avengers, and that was funny. They were like, you know, players have been talking about how the game has like all these glitches and breaks, and they were literally on stream and they had a glitch with the Hulkbuster armor. And so the way Hulkbuster armor in that game works, you like play around as Iron Man, and his ultimate skill is that he summons in the Hulkbuster armor. Well, anybody can jump in Hulkbuster armor. Well, so they were doing it, and the goddamn Hulkbuster armor literally froze, and the game just stopped. It was just stopped playing. They sat there for like a good 3 to 5 minutes in utter silence. So, like, on a whole, Marvel IPs in general have been taking some serious ass L's lately. Just some serious L's. Like, I really don't think that they play the game. If I'm being perfectly honest, I find it hard to believe at this point, if you were to try to convince me in any way, shape, or form that they played this game. Like, you couldn't convince me that they did. Heroes have an advantage in the stage. Let's go with... I haven't used her in a while. Let's see what she does. She-Hulk. I don't think it's the funny part is inside Marvel Future Fight, sometimes you can tell that they don't play their games because they come out with like these suggestions for rotations inside the game. So I mean, like, you know, when they release a character, they have like a suggestive rotation of skills. And sometimes when you look at it, you're like, what game are you guys playing that you have this suggested rotation? There's not a suggested rotation inside Marvel Future Fight or Future Revolution, but I can tell from the videos that they post, like, you know, they start posting the videos for like specializations, this, that, or whatever, and you could tell from there they don't play their game. The CM, I know there ain't no way in the world that CM Cage, that she plays the game, and I'm pretty positive that Agent M ain't really playing the game, and it's like they're just throwing shit at wall and they'll see what sticks. I don't believe the game is dead though, Dave. I have to be honest. I genuinely, realistically do not believe that the game is dead. It's in a bad first year. If we get 6 months down the road and the game is still in the space that it is right now, and we don't have 2+ heroes released at that point, then I'd have to agree with you and I'd be like, yeah, yep, this game is dead. This game's totally dead. But we're not there yet, so we'll see, guys. I'd give it time. You know, the good thing about games, you can always put down one game, go pick up another. Like, I watched a stream last night. Kraken Null was playing Lost Ark. He had me jealous as shit, which was the reason why I watched the stream, because I've been dying to play this game for over 2+ years, and but I don't want to use a VPN. I don't want to use a VPN, so I didn't want to play that, and he was using a VPN, so I just got to jealously watch him play that game, and it was just making me sad as hell. Let's see if Elektra will steamroll this one. Yeah, my server is still active. It's just weird because I think a lot of the players will start to appreciate the whale present on a mega flight, because some of the challenges in the game have been made more difficult, have been harder because of the lack of the whale's presence inside there. Like, you know, fighting Dormammu in the Dark Domain, for instance, the boss battle, him and War Machine are like 2 hard-ass boss fights, and I'm not kidding you. It will take me about 5 to 10 minutes or something like that to try to fight them by myself solo. And yeah, there's a friends list inside Marvel Future Fight, Dave. There's friend list, there's alliances and stuff like that. The alliance really doesn't matter as much inside Marvel Future Fight as like it does inside Marvel Future Revolution. Like, if you're inside Marvel Future Fight, I'll show it to you real quick. We got at a good place here. Like, with all the game modes there, your alliance, you're really only in your alliance for like alliance tournament, alliance conquests, and that's really it. So like you know, you get some weekly contribution rewards, and they're somewhat the same inside here, but the alliance doesn't make a difference as much. And then the friends list, where's the friends at? There we go, friends. You have a friends list. You can acquire up to 50 friends inside here as well. So yeah, I'll show it to you right. Where's my name at? So there goes my name right there, sitting up there, Jinmori04. If you know where that character, if you know where that character is from, if you know, then you know, and I'm happy that you do. Kudos to whoever knows where Jinmori is from. It should be easy since now they've basically made it a anime show now. So hint on that is that it was a Korean manhwa. So we got heroes in this stage right here. Who to use here? Stage 17. I'm pretty sure Luke Cage can go higher than that, but we'll use Luke Cage here. And the dev team are doing easy ass beginning guild on video. Yeah, they are, Larry. Like, I don't get it. Like, nothing about what they're doing necessarily is inspiring me to be like, oh, yay, you're playing the game. I don't know why they're producing videos. The interesting thing is I started noticing those videos were being produced more after there was the messages that came out that are like a lot of the content creators, the bigger content creators, not myself, basically got messages asking if they wanted to be partners with Netmarble for the game. And I wonder how many of them said yes and how many of them said no. I don't know what the numbers there were. All right, so we'll go with another hero inside this stage. Let's see what we got. What we got. You know what? Let's go Rumble mode. Let's see what Katie can do. Like, the thing that you're gonna notice too, Dave, is that the if you jump in on Marvel Future Fight, the amount of rewards that they give away in terms of like new players, returning players, to try to get you going is significant. And that's why I say it's definitely more player friendly. I need to do that freaking video with King. I'm trying to get through this damn stream though, so that way I can go lay down and rest. But I promised that this stream was gonna happen because we still have that giveaway to do. I think Dave and Larry, you guys commented on the video. I gotta find, where's the video at? Oh, you kill me, bro. She says the game's confusing hell, so many menus and buttons. And this is their streamline version of it too, so that's the funny part. That's why I'm laughing, Dave. It's like so many damn buttons and menus, and it was like, once you know, you know. It's not that. I don't think it's that difficult. Let's go with Winwoo here. Where is that video? Ah, there we have it. Okay. So yeah, I had Finbar commented, Dave commented, Larry commented, and then it was Mohammed commented. Nobody else commented for the prize, for the giveaway. So I guess I'll run y'all's four's names through there. Who was Mohammed? I don't remember Momin being in the chat. So we'll do that once we clear the 35 stages here and get that going. Let's see. Definitely don't want to clear there. Why did we clear there the last time? Let me see. Heroes again. Man, they're gonna use up all my damn heroes inside here. And guys, this does not, if I'm being perfectly honest with you, one of the reasons why I wanted to stream this as well was to show you the difference in the amount of time. versus the amount of rewards you got. But I've been fucking around a lot, and mostly because I'm like in a stupor trying to remember shit. This does not take this long. Like, I can typically complete Shadowland all the way up to 35 difficulty within about 30 minutes or so. 30, like a minute per stage. But I'm in like a stupor here trying to remember which characters to use for each level stage and stuff like that. Who do we want to use here? It'd be stupid of me to use Moon Knight. You know what? We're gonna use Hyperion. We're gonna use Hyperion on here. Let's see if he does it. Let me see. I gotta find what the random name generator that I had before. Now, bear in mind, I did say if you guys are out of the country, I'm gonna provide you the code for this. We're gonna have to figure it out if you're not in the US or whatever. Yo, this is Hyperion right now, and you can see how trash my man is. He is butt-tastic. Like, I mean, I'm dying to see what they're gonna do with him for the update tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. I think the character, he's an interest. He's butt. I knew he wasn't gonna be able to do it. He's butt. I'm dying to see what they're gonna do with him tomorrow. So it's gonna be interesting, but I'm not really. I can't say I'm ecstatic about it. It's weird. Like, yeah, man. I don't know what to say about like. This lets you know that like this brings up the perfect conversation about like how you guys are talking about whether or not they play their own games, right? It's not even just a limitation of whether or not they play their own games. It's a matter of, do they even understand the source content in of itself as well? Because we're getting ready to get an update for Hyperion tomorrow, right, inside Marvel Future Fight, and they're literally getting ready to give him a T3 off of this new transformation in here. Meanwhile, they just realized that he was an Eternal inside the comic universe, and so they just gave him the Eternal tag, and now he's getting ready to get a T3 based on that he's got the imbuement of the Phoenix Force. Meanwhile, he never used the Phoenix Force inside the comic books, even though it was based on the Into the Phoenix comic book run. He never used the Phoenix Force there. The Phoenix Force overwhelmed him. It was too much power for him. He was a villain in the comic book, right? Because he's worked with the Squadron Supreme, so he was a villain, but he's still maintaining the superhero tag in here. That should let you know, not only are they not playing the game, but they have very little understanding about the source content of their games as well. Let me see. Who are we gonna choose? Who are we gonna call? I don't think my Daredevil's that strong, so we'll use him here. And that's something that's always been of concern to me, is that like we're getting characters that you don't understand the nature of their stuff, and you're just giving us your interpretation of the character, which is, I guess, is cool and all, but feels somewhat disingenuous. Daredevil is actually a good character. I just don't like speed characters in general, especially since, I don't know, I just haven't had a desire to level him up to T3. And then after they released Falcon, I definitely didn't have a reason to level him up to T3, but eventually I'll get him there. I definitely have I have more than enough resources in terms of CCF to build him up. I just don't have the Essence of Dimension and what's the other one called? I can never remember what the resources are called. Wow, did I really use Electro for this? Okay, we'll use Electro again then. That was easy as hell. Electro pulling it out. So we're at stage 22, 75% of the way there. Let's see. Ooh, fire type effects. I actually cleared this with Satana the last time. No way I cleared again with her. I just dropped a whole bag of Ricola, the lozenge, in my freaking lap. Like a whole bag of lozenges just in my damn lap. No fucking way Satana is clearing stage 22 against these Venom motherfuckers. I can't believe that she actually did this. That's crazy as fuck. Did not see that coming. And she did in 20 seconds too. So this wants to use universal type villains. Oh, I hate when they dig into the pool for my villains. Let's go super villain. It'd be easier to find one there. Let's see if my man Corvus can Ronan can do this. Let me see. So we got Larry. Dave. Inbar. And what was his name? Mohammed. Somebody posted on one of my videos, by the way, they were like, yeah, I don't even think we're gonna get 2-3 characters inside this game per year. And we're talking about Marvel Future Revolution. That made me laugh. I was like, are you serious? Like, have you played any other Marvel IP? Name one Marvel IP, especially on the mobile platforms, where you only played one. Like, you didn't get multiple characters. And I don't mean like a game like Spider-Man or some shit like that, where it was just a single player driven game. I mean like an MMO game or something like that. Like, this game has something like, I think this game has over 250 characters in it now. And I could be underselling it as well. I'm sorry guys if you hear that that me sucking on my lozenge inside here, but I needed, my throat is starting to hurt again. Let's see, combat type. Let's see if my girl Nebula can do it. Oh, she's not gonna be able to do this stage. Nebula could actually use an update. I can't believe she's doing this good. Nebula doing stage 24 against Hawkeye. This is crazy. Who would have thought she would have completed this stage? I did not see her completing that stage at all. Underselling my characters here. Underselling them. Yeah, she'll clear the stage easily. We got Spider-Gwen. So we got like 2 versions of Gwen Stacy inside this game. We got Gwenpool and we got Spider-Gwen inside the game. It's crazy. They love some Gwen Stacy in this game. They could have just made her the one same character and just given her uniforms for that. But no, we got 2 versions of her in this game. But yeah, I got you four guys' name down here. I wonder why we had more people than that inside the chat. So I wonder why more people didn't jump on for that that in there. Let me see. Okay, yeah. Ten more stages. Bro, I think everybody's excited. I think people are more excited to see this new Spider-Man movie than they were to see Avengers Endgame. I'll be honest with you, like the sheer excitement over that movie and the numbers of viewers for the trailers on that. It's just amazing. I'm excited as hell to see it. I'm excited to see how they're gonna try to pull it off, because I don't think they. Yeah, I did say I need to drop your name in the comment. Not in the chat. I said in the comment section. But yeah, so I wasn't as much of a fan of Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man as I was Tom Holland's, but to see all of those characters come into there, yeah, I'm excited to see that. So Wolverine's getting a Phoenix Force update in this update as well. He actually looks good from the patch notes, so I'm interested to see how he's doing after the patch, because he looks like he might actually get the attack bonus that we need for him to be good. He's definitely getting the heal bonus. He's going to be definitely way more tankier, so it's going to be interesting to see how he pans out. I'm looking forward to seeing his uniform. It was funny because I was doing the video for it and I was like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna hold off on purchases until I see some shit. And then I was like, you're a content creator now, bro. You need to purchase that uniform. Which means I might also have to tier 3 his ass as well. Which I don't think I could do right away, so I'll have to see about that one. Yeah, I did, Dave. I said that, and I can see the comment section right here. And so I only see you, Mohammed, and Finbar in there. Let me see. Okay, so we're stage 28. Oh, Moon Girl. Can't even believe I used Moon Girl to complete this stage. How you feel about that when Moon Girl's kicking your ass? Did you? Oh, you did drop your in-game name. You still playing Marvel Future Revolution? Larry's not playing Marvel Future Revolution, but you're still playing it, right, Dave? I was pretty sure Larry said he stopped playing it. Crescent for the win. I hate her. But like, if I see too many more YouTubers make another video on a weekly basis, is the game dead? I might stop playing the goddamn game. It's just annoying as hell. I'm just joking. I'm not gonna play the game. I'm a Marvel shill. I'll go completely free to play, but I won't stop playing. Yeah, all you guys follow me. The names that's on there, you guys all follow me. It was just funny because I know we had a Mohammed inside the I mean, I know it's a very popular name, but we had a Muhammad inside the chat, and so that's why I was thrown off, because I was looking at that one and I see a Muhammad in the chat and I'm like, but that's not the same Muhammad that was in the chat with me that day. Yeah, it was Low Way Muhammad that was commenting in the chat. Because Low Way actually plays Marvel Future Fight. Yeah. All right, we're at those final stages, just 5 more levels, and then we'll do the draw. Yeah, you did. You said you did quit it. I thought you did. It makes me so sad that you quit. It makes me so sad, Larry, that you quit. So sad. Let me see that. Matter of fact, while this is running, let me see. Wait a minute, Larry. I thought you said the I thought it wasn't released. It says that game's released already, or is that different game from the one Tensura King of Monsters? Let me see. Oh. 450K registrations right now is where that game is sitting. The only thing that makes me nervous about that game, Larry, is where they're gonna go with it in terms of multiple characters and stuff like that, because they don't really have a lot of characters in there to go with. We'll have to see. I appreciate you still following, Larry. But you need to jump your ass back inside Marvel Future Revolution. I'm just fucking with you. You ain't gotta play the game. You don't like it, you don't like it. I mean, come on, Dave. You can play this game and you can play as Ben Reilly Spider-Man. Like, imagine that. This is the only stage where I use 3 people, and just because anytime I use one person on this stage, for some reason I always lose, but it doesn't surprise me too much. I could probably just build up any one of these characters to actual level 70 and probably complete it, but I'm invested in those characters. Yeah, I just noticed that. Yeah, the slime isekai memories. What is the release date on it, though? I'm not seeing an actual release date for that one. Which one did I do here before? Let's go machine type. Unique ability. Do we have a machine for him for this one? Let's go with, all right, no, let's go with you. Hulkbuster. Yeah, it doesn't have a release date though. I'm trying to find a release date for that one. It just says 2021. Oh, November 22nd. Oh, damn, they want to get that Black Friday money from everybody. He was like, Black Friday money up, November 22nd, 2021. I'll definitely check that out though. I don't think he's gonna complete this shit. Be nice if he did. I don't even think I have Hulkbuster built out though. Yeah, they're gonna get, I can tell you, they're gonna get a lot of Black Friday money for that goddamn game. I'm surprised it only has 450k subscribers for it right now. But I think that game would be more prime for like what's that goddamn series, Naruto Ninja Storm. Like if they did a game like that, I think it would have been like way more popular for them to do one, because it's got some really cool characters inside there. Ah, he didn't have enough power. Not enough power. Well, that's good to know he can actually do it though. Like, let me see. Oh, this is the reason why. Let's equip a custom gear to his ass. Let's see if that helps his ass out any. Yeah, it wasn't enough power. He was close. I don't have him built up though. So like you can see, I didn't have a CTP on him at all. So he was doing that San CTP, which was good. I don't have any Uru on him either. So it's basically like playing a character that doesn't have any battle badges, doesn't have any, you know, custom gear on him, and definitely doesn't have any, you know, cores on his ass either. So hopefully that giving him that CTP will give him enough to just be like, yeah, he can do it now. Not enough power. Well, he's definitely doing more damage now. This is pretty much where he was at the 130 mark the last time. If not, I'll just use Iron Man, who I used before. But I like to save him for later stages in the game, because just in case I decide to play any more Shadowlands later this week. Come on with the power. Come on, bro. You're almost there. It's kind of messed up because when you get to stage 30 in this one, you pretty much almost have to use level 70 characters in order to clear the stages from level 30 to 35. So, but it's cool because that's something that they figured out. It gives you an incentive to rank up more of your characters in the used roster. Like they did, this is not to shit on, you know, like Marvel Future Revolution too much, but like they did come to a point inside Marvel Future Fight where they were at that point where it was like, you know, players would just stick around for the meta and we didn't have reason to level up any of the other characters. And now they've added, most of the game modes that they've added since have been reasons to have players investing in other characters inside that area. So like, you know, characters that you often wouldn't use. And then the Marvel Future Revolution is going to 100% run into that. You mark your dollar, they're going to run into that. I mean, this is one of the reasons right here why I love playing Marvel Future Fight. I got Kid Omega, Quentin Quire inside here. I can play as, Jesus Christ, like Phoenix Force. How could you not want to play as Quentin Quagmire and play as use shotguns, psionic shotguns to kick somebody's ass? Like, I really hope that Marvel Future Fight, like, I feel like Marvel Contest of Champions will never go anywhere. I think that game, and I think that game's just not going anywhere. You never have to worry about it. It's like the only game in its space, period. Like, and I think that's one of the reasons why I just don't feel like Marvel Future Revolution is dead, because it feels like it's going to be one of those titles. It's the only game like it's like it in its own space, so it fits a very niche market. And so I feel like there's going to be an incentive for them to do it. Like Marvel Strike Force fits a market, Marvel Contest of Champions fits a market, you know, Marvel Future Fight, Marvel Future Revolution, they fit a market. So after stage 35, you start to get these items right here, their chest. And this is the only place where it becomes similar to like Marvel Future Revolution, right? Where the chest rewards that you get from these is completely random, right? But here goes the things. No matter what I get from this chest, it's better than anything I would get from Marvel Future Revolution, because none of these items that are inside this chest create a random gameplay event for me. Meaning, like, you know, if I get hidden dimension tickets, hidden tickets, I know exactly where I can use those hidden tickets immediately. If I collected any of these CTPs, they're automatically something that I can equip to any one of my characters to make them stronger. Getting superior boost ESOs and stuff like that will allow me to boost up any of like my ESO 8s that I can equip to my character. So like none of the rewards that you would play after stage 35 is going to be there. Where it's going to be, I'm going to use my man Strife. I cannot wait for them to give this dude a T3. It's just like, Jesus. Yeah, Marvel Contest of Champions is a money monster. And to be honest with you, it's a good game. It really is. It's a really good game. This is one of the reasons why I got to get in that conversation with King, because I would like to see where the game's at now from where it was when I was playing it, to see how accessible it is. I tried to play it like, maybe it was like 2 years ago, but there's so many things going on inside of it that I didn't really know where to begin and where I was ending. So it wasn't something I jumped into, but I would love to jump back into it and bring you guys content from it as well. So if people are still playing it, I'll download it and I'll play it, because it is definitely a good game. Like the fighting system in there it's solid. For a 2D fighter, it's solid. I like my 2D fighters too. I just don't get around to playing a lot of them because I haven't had a console in years, and the player base for 2D fighters on PC never seems to be that big. So I wish more games came out with crossover play. Boom, shakalaka. All right, so there we go. We beat 35 level stages inside here for Shadowland. That's a weekly event that you play. It's pretty much the exact same thing. You can see it. Congratulations, Shadowland 35 has been cleared. King of the Hill is now open to you, so you can basically see who's going to claim King of the Hill from there. And you have rewards inside here where you can complete King of the Hill, right? Because you've completed Shadowland, and now it's like, okay, well, do you want to challenge in order to go up here? 2,000 crystals is going to be given to the King of the Hill. Here you go, the gold rewards for basically participating in the King of the Hill in the first place, right? And then on top of that, if you chose, you can continue climbing the floors. Like my best record so far inside the game has been 90. That was months ago. And what you're doing inside here is every stage clear, you are trying to complete 3 events, and each of those 3 events generates 3 tokens for you. Every 10 tokens you get a box, and that box has any one of these rewards inside of it. So it's a really good game mode. But let's go over here inside my inbox. Just as a note, I did clear out my inbox previously, so that way the rewards that I get inside here are specifically from this mode. You can see the laundry list of reward chests that I alone accumulated, and then you can see the Shadowland rewards that I also collected from here. So on average, you're generating about some 2 to 3 million gold from just playing and completing 35 levels of Shadowlands. I'll show you in here stuff that I get that's good and stuff that I get that's trash, and I'll be 100% honest with you about whether it's trash or not. A 3-star CTP is the equivalent of me getting a 1-star core inside of Marvel Future Revolution. This 5-star comic card is the equivalent of me getting a 5-star comic card inside Marvel Future Revolution. This CTP, a 5-star, is like the essential piece to me. Well, to be honest with you, I'll be honest. This doesn't have as much weight and value as it once did, because you have CTP, so you really need those. So the weight's not really there. This one right here at all basic attack increases, this is pretty much the equivalent of me getting a 6-star core. This right here at physical attack and dodge with stats on it, that's pretty much, again, a 6-star core. This comic card, I would say, it's still the equivalent of getting a 4-star comic card inside there. But then we'll go in here, we'll collect all our Shadowland rewards inside here, which is quite a bit. We've got uniform XP tickets, tokens, and we've got level up gear as well. So across the board, you can see, like, we got 3-star comic cards, 4-star obelisk trash. This 560 gear up kit, this is just like fodder stuff that goes into here. These uniform upgrade kits, they're pretty good, but this is something that they might want to change, because at this point in the game, upgrade kits are pretty easy to come by, but just receiving those in and of itself alone is pretty good in my opinion. These ultimate boost ESO 8s, hard to say those are still good at this point, but you do need them in collecting them. Your black antimatter and your Norn stones of chaos, they're relatively important. Your phoenix feathers are extremely important, especially now that they've added the crafting stage. This phoenix feather basically would account for you getting sin particles inside Marvel Future Revolution. This one's not so great. The 4-star, this is good, not so great. The uniform XP chips, you need to have these in order to level up uniforms that you get, so this is pretty decent in terms of getting them. And then you can see I basically accumulated 3 million in gold across here. Like, you know, that's good. Like 3 million in gold. I want you to think about that. Like, we played through Marvel Future Revolution's battle challenge. Are we getting anywhere near that gold? No. We can play through the whole day and not get 3 million gold. You know what I mean? Like, so it's weird to look at the game because you can make comparisons to Marvel. Like, thank you, Larry. Like, that's the point, is you can make these comparisons to Marvel Future Revolution and question where are they at in their development for the game when they have another development team that has figured out some of the, you know, ins and arounds for this stuff. Because Your comic books inside this game for Marvel Future Fight are no different than they are inside Marvel Future Revolution. It's just that they try to do something special with them by putting the exclusive stats on those cards, right? So like, remember when I said way back when, I was like, when they first revealed that stuff, and I was like, you know what, it'd probably be better to put that exclusive stat somewhere else in the game, not on the comic books themselves, so that way you can then just put the comic cards inside the squad section. It makes more sense, right? And so if you look at I pulled up for you guys earlier the update that they're doing to Marvel Future Fight, right, for tonight. So we've got the update that's coming tonight, and they're introducing the artifact system inside here. So we're getting the artifact system inside here, and if you look at the artifact system, it basically accounts for so we go to the update news, right, and then just show you guys this. So they're doing these artifacts, and you can see, like I told you guys, from the artifacts, right, these are exclusive stats to these characters, to the characters. If they were to take those exclusive stats and randomize them and put them on the battle badges, and that way now as they add characters, the battle badges would drop exclusive stats for characters, it would make hunting down battle badges so much more fun. Because then if you're in the open world and you're hunting down battle badges, I don't want to get rid of a battle badge that's going to decrease this or decrease that, or give this hero a bonus stat or something like that. This is what I was talking about. The exclusive stat, remove them from the comic card, put them on the battle badges, so that way you can run them a litany across the board, where it can be like how this one right here, you can see right there where it says Sword of Judgment, right? So I'm gonna zoom this in for you guys a little bit if I can. So on this one right here, you can see it says Sword of Judgment, and it's literally a artifact for Swordmaster. And you can see here it says decreases pierce damage received by 7% and an additional 0.2% for justice. Remove the justice piece from there and think about having a battle badge that drops for Captain America, and you got it inside the game world, and it was decreasing defensive pierce damage by such and such percent. That would be cool, right? Like it would be cool to you, where it was like, hey, increase the critical damage rate by 3%, and because if you activate for this character, it's going to give you this other bonus stat if it's on that character. But they're not thinking, and the weird ass part about it is they have a development team that has essentially figured this stuff out. So it's really weird. Both games from, you're right, Dave, both games are from Netmarble, and they're two totally different directions, but yet relying on very similar systems. And it's just, it confounds me that, like, are you speaking to each other? I don't know. I don't know. So anyways, we got the random pick, so that way you guys can see it up here inside the random name picker. I got you, Larry, Dave, Finbar, and Mohammed inside there. You guys were the only ones to comment on it. So we're going to pick the random name from here, so that way you guys can see it on there. Larry, you won, my man. So Larry, you win a $50 gift card. Just email me at lordsofgaming2021@gmail.com and send me an email address that I can gift you the card to, and we'll get that rounded up. I'm actually happy that it was either you or one of the two of you, because you guys stuck in here with the stream. So I'm really happy. Larry, $50 gift card that I'm going to send to you. We'll do more of these in the future. So that way more people, especially, like I'll do some giveaways and stuff like that later on with some streams and stuff like that. I know, damn right, you were hoping for it, was you, Dave? Oh man, I'm sorry, Dave, because you be supporting, bro. Stick around, Dave. Stick around. Trust me, stick around. I've got plans for supporters, so stick around. Gotta share the wealth. Always gotta share the wealth. So Larry, like I said, just send me the email, lordsofgaming2021@gmail.com. Just send me your email address that I can send that to. Larry, I hope that you're in the US, so that way I don't have to, like when I did it with Aslan, we had to run through our ass and chase our tails, so that way I can get it to him, because I think he was in Malaysia. he was in Malaysia, so that created a bit of an ordeal trying to get it to him, but he was able to figure it out on his end. So yep. All right, guys, I'm gonna finish up the stream here. I'm gonna try to do another the fucked up part is that I actually work for a living. So I'm a content creator by hobby at this point, and so I want to be able to give you guys immediate content. Yeah, sure, if everybody, obviously, right? I want to give you guys immediate content reactions. It always helps if I can get them out before other people too, because I'm a smaller channel than some of the other YouTubers. But I probably won't be able to do anything for the event for the Titan invasion until tomorrow evening. You don't have email? How don't you have email, Larry? That's the only way I can send it to you. You gotta have email. He said, and he said he doesn't want it. Larry must got money. All right, Dave, send me your email, Dave. If Larry doesn't want it, you two were inside here. You both got to see the draw. Larry doesn't want it. He said he don't, and he don't. How don't you have an email, bro? You have to have an email in order to have a YouTube account. How don't you have an email? But all right, if you don't want it, that's fine. I'll let the two of you discuss that, and whoever sends me the email. So if Larry, don't email me. If you don't email me in the next 24 hours, Dave, you can send me an email and I'll send it to Dave instead. But tomorrow night, I would like to do some content for the Epic Titan mode. So stick around for that, because that will come tomorrow night. And I will try to get some updates on, I'll probably just do some videos for the Marvel Future Fight content, but it is a lot more fun for me to do the streams instead of doing the recorded videos, just because it is what it is. It's just a lot more fun to do them. But that would mean that I would have to keep streams limited to like 15-20 minutes, and that kind of sucks. So all right, guys, I appreciate both you, Larry and Dave, sticking around for there. Larry, if you don't send me the email in the next 24 hours, Dave, I'll just hand it off to you. I appreciate both of you sticking around, supporting the channel. So, if Larry's being a good man and he wants to give it to you, Dave, so be it. I hope you guys enjoyed the chat and communication. And yeah, until next time, guys, peace.